Yeah, Flavids, right? It's okay though. We'll be back to the regularly scheduled programming before too long. BRB, I'll be here. Eek. This mountain's so tall. Oh man, I can't get that last block up there. No. What should your next project be after getting all my tools and armor with enchants? Did you get the elytra? Getting an elytra is pretty huge. And then after that, I would say iron farm if you haven't already. Do you know what spawn chunks are? If you know what spawn chunks are, then you're one step ahead of the game. Dig out a desert. Don't dig out a desert. You really need an iron farm or two online at this point, Stabby. Because you're gonna need iron for a lot of stuff. Your next project's an iron farm? Because you need iron for like hoppers and beacons. You're gonna need them for beacons. Best place to put an iron farm in the spawn chunks. If you don't know what a spawn chunk is, let me know. I'll show you guys how to find a spawn chunk. You don't have an iron farm yet. Yeah, no, you need to get an iron farm. I'll show you guys where spawn chunks. What are spawn chunks? I'll show you. So spawn chunks. You don't know what that is? Spawn chunks. Here we're gonna do a little sidetrack. Spawn chunks are. Do you know what a chunk is? So this game is cut up into chunks. Because that's how the memory works in the game. If you understand that, it makes it a little easier to explain. But if you don't understand that, then we got to go another step down to show you guys. So if you press the F3 and G key, it opens up. It shows you chunk borders, and a chunk is 16 blocks by 16 blocks. All the way up and all the way down. This is a chunk. This matters when it comes to chunks that are loaded, chunks that are not loaded, etc., etc. And it also comes around to where monsters are and clearing perimeters. But this is what a chunk is. The blue is a chunk border. The blue line here. The yellow are every 2 blocks. The red is, I think that's, is it 8 chunks? I think it's 8 chunks around. Either way, that's your chunk border. What a spawn chunk is, it's 16 chunks by 16 chunks. So it's 256 blocks. By 256 blocks, and the center is where spawn is. Now you're probably wondering, how do you know where spawn is? Spawn's gonna be a 2-block area where you respawn if you die, or where you go at if you don't have an anchor after you go to the end. And the easiest way to find that is with a compass. It'll tell you exactly where it's at. So what you do is you take the compass, and the compass always points to exactly where spawn is by default. So I know where spawn's at. It's over here. I actually marked it with a portal. So what you want to do is you want to find the center of spawn, and then all the chunks around that is your spawn chunks. So see right here how the compass starts to move and it wiggles around this one area? These blocks right here is spawn. This is 100% where you're going to respawn at most of the time when you respawn somewhere. The compass is always pointing at that portal. So this is spawn. And the spawn chunks, if you notice, this is going to be in the middle of a chunk. I'm going to F3G. Actually, it's on the border of a chunk. So this is your spawn chunks here. And if you Google it, it actually goes into detail about what loads faster. Minecraft spawn chunk. It actually goes into and shows you like what loads faster, what has priority, what loads in those blocks and everything else. And you can use that to your advantage. And the reason why a villager farm and an iron farm works is because these entities are persistent. And they will constantly move and constantly do things while loaded. And because they're constantly loaded, they will always generate things. So these guys are always going to be moving. They're always going to be scared of that zombie. That zombie can't despawn because it's either holding something or it's named. They're going to make an iron golem. The iron golem's going to die and generate iron. And then we have tons and tons and tons of iron. How you doing, Pallid? Welcome in. So you want your iron farms and things like this. There's other things you can put here too. But you want your iron farms at the spawn chunk. That way you can naturally generate iron while you're not here. Here's the kicker. This only runs while you're in the overworld. It does not run while you're in the nether. So if you're in the nether, this won't load. But if you're away from it, this will constantly run. And that's what spawn chunks are. This is where we set up base. We ran away from spawn in the beginning. We came over here because it had a mountain. I can dig into the mountain and live, and we can live here. So this is why I'm over here at the end of the day. And if you notice, we didn't go very far from where we spawned in at. But that's where you want to build your iron farm and your villager farm. We're gonna need carrots. We're gonna need some golden carrots soon. Alright, back in the circle. I gotta cut this away. We're currently... I didn't cut this up here very well, so we're cleaning this up right now. Now you can manipulate the compass and stuff later when you make like a lodestone and everything else. Because the compass will point to a lodestone after you make one. But you probably will never need a lodestone. Unless you just want to be fancy. Lodestones really aren't needed. Alright, so we cut back far enough. We're good here. So now we're going to cut back this mountain. Even more. What Y are we at? 69. Nice. Fancy pants? Yes. Fancy pants indeed, Super Cat. I think I can hop down and do 2. We'll cut this one down, then we'll do 2. How you doing, Born? Welcome back in, bud. And you can look up really easy, really small iron farms. But you want to get a villager farm first unless you have a village right next to spawn. That way you can kind of like use a boat or a minecart. Our closest village was 1,000 blocks away, so I had to actually take them over there and make a farm out of them. So now I technically have my own village there. We're gonna put our villager trading hall over there too. I want to make some automatic vegetable farms, and I want to make some a trading hall. That might be next after this. Hi Brucey, what's up, bud? How are you today? Welcome in. You're up really early this morning. I hope all is well. Doesn't a village farm sound a bit like slave plantation? No. That's not it at all. Same argument I'm going to use with like dairy cows. If you raise a dairy cow and you raise it for a specific purpose, it never knows any other way, and it lives for that purpose. So all of those villagers, they don't know anything, and they're not being abused because that's literally what they're being raised for. How do you find chunks on Bedrock on Xbox since we don't have the chunks command? Sorry, stepped away. Oh, I have no idea, Twizzlers. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know jack about Bedrock. I'm sure there's a way to find it on there, but I couldn't tell you. How you doing, At to Cinnamon? Welcome in. I mean, yeah, Amanda, sure, but I don't know. It was probably easier to ask me than look at Google for that, but I have zero idea. I'm sure there's a way to do it, though. You love Minecraft? Well, you're in a good place, then. And you can get an estimate. Well, I think he was looking for this, Born. He was looking for to be able to visualize borders. Because I can do it with a shortcut key in Java. But he's on Xbox. Well, across all consoles, it is the same, Twizzler. Cell phone, consoles, iPads, everything else. The Java version is what the game was originally created on, and you can't natively run Java on, like, the Xbox. It's too intensive. But they didn't want to completely abandon the Java version because that's what made the game, you know? Bedrock is best. Hey, whatever works for you, my friend. You're waiting for Minecraft 2? Yeah, you're going to be waiting a long time, buddy. They're still updating this one. There's no reason to make it 2. What's up, Jay? I don't know what that means. With creating the nether portal, when you get to the spawn chunk, what is the math from overworld to nether coordinates? You divide it by 8, but there's also a calculator you can go online with too as well, Stavvy. So if you Google Minecraft nether portal calculator, what you can do is you put in your overworld coordinates and it tells you what it is in the nether. What the heck am I doing? I'm playing Minecraft. So yeah, you can put in your X, your Z, and everything. So let's say it was like 500 by minus 500. It tells you your nether coordinates. You can also divide by 8, but this is a lot easier. You can bookmark it and everything else. What are you going to do with this world when the mountain and caves update comes out? Move to chunks that haven't been spawned yet? I'm not going to move there. But we'll load them up to show you guys the new content if you guys want to see it. Why would I want to move for? I'm fine where I'm at. But in Minecraft. So if you're going to be around here for a while, bud, I'll get you familiar with a command. Exclamation point project. Chalupa Batman typed it right above you there in chat. It tells you exactly what we're doing. It's okay, my friend. Hopefully you can read what that command says. Yeah, Twizzlers, I'm not going to go move just to go live in 118 chunks. I don't care. We'll go to 118 chunks and we'll look around, but I'm not going to go live there. Because I want to be next to spawn. That way we got the iron farm and stuff all here. But I do want to go exploring for sure. I've purposely not loaded a lot of chunks because I wanted to wait until 118. We just have the ones around where I've been. That's it. That's why I try to keep everything here. That's why I built this close. Because I'm still holding out on trying to find like a really awesome place to like go build and live. So I'm kind of holding out hope for that. That maybe it'll make like a cool looking mountain or something, and we'll go live in it. But I'm trying to get this whole thing cut out before 118 comes out. That way we at least have the perimeter dug up until the new -64, which is all going to be deep slate. I don't know if they're adding caves or not underneath that deep slate, or if it's just going to be solid. How do you get totems? They drop from illagers, evokers and stuff. So raids and woodland mansions. I've never found a woodland mansion naturally in my entire life, so I got them from raids. How does my game not lag? I got a really good computer. It seems scary and hardcore. It is. That's why you want to build ways for it to kind of happen kind of automatically, Born. I have a cage arena that I put a bunch of iron golems in, and I spawn the raid in there and just have the iron golems kill everybody. And then I loot it afterwards. I take the easy way out. Yeah. That's how I do it, Born. Mama didn't raise no fool. I'd like to make all of this Y60. Oh, look, a creeper. How did that creeper get there? How did a creeper just randomly spawn? It's not dark over there. Viscous Magic Man, it is. It's even better because you're here, my friend. Welcome in. Came up from the caves. I don't know. Is there a way for it to come up from there? Oh, I guess so, huh? But I got the caves all lit up too, though, Warner. Remember I went down through there and lit everything up. So where would it have spawned at? Oh, you know what? It probably came through here. This is the old circle there. Party don't start till you walk in. Hey, that works for me. Come on in and party hardy, my friend. How are you and how are things? To just exact copies from the stream. Haven't got to check them out yet. So I have made some original content on there, but the majority of my videos are my playthroughs cut down. Yeah. There's playlists on there, Born. Here, I'll show you real fast. I don't mind showing off that. So like if you go to the videos tab, it's gonna be like everything as it gets uploaded. What's going on, you guys? So, but if you go over here to playlists, it actually breaks everything down. So yeah, we've got like the 117 playthrough. This is run number 2. I'm gonna see more videos than you're going to see because I'm the owner of the channel, but it breaks our entire rundown. So this is literally day 1 of the current world that we're in. It's a bee. All right, good luck. That's me, you know, getting trees, getting first moved in, digging a hole. That's the door that we come in and out of all the time from our home. So yeah, this is us getting set up and stuff. So it's got playlists of everything. But I also put the other videos in the playlist. So like for instance, over here's a generic Minecraft video playlist. And I just uploaded the ancient debris tutorial that I did the other day. And this is a brand new video, but it wasn't part of a VOD, it was a video that we made. Shows you guys how to get netherite. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of my playthroughs. That way people can watch them at their own pace if they can't make it to stream, etc., etc. But I will be having some original content on there more frequently. I gotta go away and get those guys to despawn. Hey Ados, make sense or I'm gonna ban you, my friend. I don't understand your logic. And you're not making any sense, and you're not being positive. So we got one chance before I kick you out. Okay, cool. Bye, my friend. Thanks for coming in. See, this is the riffraff we got to get through, like I was talking about earlier. He just wanted to come in and give us an example of the riffraff we got to get rid of. That's not going to be tolerated in here. Just didn't want to deal with 180 hours of video. Oh, trust me, I get you. I get you. But you can skip through the YouTube videos, which makes it convenient. But yeah, we try to keep it all on playlists. That way it's a little easier to consume. What I might do is I might make some playlists like Minecraft OC series, where I do like, you know, my original content of content outside of stream. That way that can be a playlist you guys can access and has information and stuff on it. So one thing I don't like, and you can ask Speedworks, 'cause I said this to him before. I don't like the locker room mindset when someone comes in, they're like, something sucks and mine's better. I don't like that. That doesn't attribute to positive conversation. So with that person spamming over and over again, Java's only for noobs like Jeff Bezos or whatever, it's like, can you explain? Can you have like a reason? So much dedication. Well, Born, hopefully we can make it even more efficient towards the end. I'm just getting started, dude. This is a very baby world at the end of the day. This is our first big build. And we still got a long ways to go, dude. Long ways to go. But I do appreciate the kind words. If you have any questions, you can ask them here. I don't mind going and showing you stuff. That's one thing I don't mind doing. Just sometimes we'll be a little busier than normal. I wonder what the mindset would be for someone saying that Java Edition is inferior to Bedrock. How would Java be worse than Bedrock, guys? What's your opinion? Well, no, the creeper farm itself isn't going to be large, Born. So the way Minecraft logic works, resource usage, I mean, sure. But does that make it a superior product? So Born, here's the logic. I'm going to go into Paint and show you. So when you are standing still, 64 blocks away from you, all four sides, monsters can spawn. Okay? And it's circular. So 64 radius around you, monsters can spawn at any given time, all the way up and all the way down 64 blocks. Well, if you come from this direction, for example, or if you came from this direction, for example, up to 128 away, entities will remain loaded because that's how the game registers them. So at any one point in time, mobs can exist within a 256 block area. So the logic is you want to clear a perimeter that at least covers this and make it spawn proof. That way nothing can spawn there. That way once you build your mob spawner, it's 100% efficient. And that's what we're currently trying to accomplish. Most people do squares, but I'm doing a circle. You couldn't just light up really well. You can, 100%. But you have to know where all the caves are. So this is actually really neat because we actually cut this right here out. Look at that side here. Look at the side here. Would you know that there was a cave there? Would you know that there was a cave there? Would you know that there was a cave up there? How about over there? Down here? Over there? Over here? There's no way to know where all the caves are going to be. You still have to dig to find them. So you can never be 100% efficient on lighting up everything. So what we're doing is we're cutting down to bedrock. Then we're going to probably put slabs on top. And that's going to keep everything from spawning in a giant circle. Then when we build our creeper farm, we're just going to get non-stop creepers. Because that's the only thing that can spawn. And that's kind of how you force the game to do what you want it to do. See, that's our circle currently. And that's the end goal, is that you want to make the game do what you want it to do. And in order for us to do that, we have to eliminate all the caves. so here we are. But in doing this, Born, we're getting building materials. We found a skeleton spawner, so I can make a skeleton farm now, a bone farm. We're finding geodes, so I can potentially make an amethyst farm. We're finding things and we're getting resources that we would otherwise have to go mine for anyways. Like I've got chests and chests and chests full of stone, granite, andesite. We're set now for a long time. I've got tons of ore. So it's depending on how you look at it, it either saves time or it's a waste of time. Now, one thing I get a lot of questions about is why not use TNT? And you're going to see that question asked a lot. Some people in here do it ironically, which is kind of dumb. But that's a question that gets asked a lot. Why don't you use TNT? Why don't you use TNT? Well, here's the logic behind that. And I'll show you real quick again. So, volume of a cylinder. So let's say our cylinder, the radius is 128 blocks, and the height on average is about 70. That's 3.6 million blocks volume of this hole that we're digging. 3.6 million. Minecraft TNT blast radius. 5 meters. So 5 radius. That means it can get 5 all the way around. And that's 11 by 11 by 11. So let's do the math real quick. If we go to the calculator. So it's going to be a little less, but still yet. So 11 times 11 times 11. That's too many. Hold on. That's not how many blocks it does. I think I did a calculation wrong. A cube. Arrays are created. Maximum blast radius, assuming no block absorption. 6.9.